is NDTV and you are watching NDTV Prime.
You've tuned into India's most watched real estate guide, The Property Show. We simply curate, call out and shortlist best buys in your budget. Let's welcome Pankaj Kapoor, MD of the company, lies for us, and he joins me on the West Edition to take all your questions and give you the best data-backed advice. Pankaj, good to have you with us. Let's tell our audience what we have on the show for them today. Our top news of the day: RBI has cut lending rates by 25 basis points. That's 0.25%. Now the big question is, will banks really pass on the rate cut to their customers? And will home loans get cheaper? After that, we'll get you ready to move in 1 BHK units in Mumbai in a crore plus budget. Affordable homes, again 1 to 2 BHK configuration that are worth your money in Virar, Thane. Maharashtra government has sanctioned 2 new metro corridors for Mumbai city along with increased FSI. How will this boost city's real estate growth? We'll also cover that. Plus, the fastest growing property markets of Pune for homes under 65 lakh rupees. There's a new industrial town, Sanand, half an hour's drive from Ahmedabad, and we'll take you there for budget homes. India's leading developers join hands with JLL and House Bolo and NDTV Venture to offer exclusive Diwali deals. We get a sneak peek of projects on offer today. In his debut policy meet as RBI Governor, Urjit Patel announced a cut in lending rates by 25 basis points from 6.5% to 6.25%, pardon me, taking key interest rates in India to a 6-year low. But the big question is, will banks pass on this rate cut benefit to both industry, which needs the money, and home loan borrowers? Gitambar Anand, CMD ATS Infrastructure and President Crore joins me. Gitambar, thank you very much for being here with me. Just wanted to understand from you that, if I look at the way banks have behaved, including Governor Rajan's tenure, and now you've seen a 1.75% interest rate cut, but home loans have come down by just half of that. So what's going on? I mean, do you feel that banks need to speeden up also bringing down rates?
Manisha, there is no question about that. And, there are 2 parts to my reaction. One, I must appreciate what the RBI governor has done in his maiden credit policy. We really appreciate the fact that, it is a very pro-growth attitude that he's taken. In fact, he's also said that the economy would be growing at close to 8% in the next fiscal. But the serious part of the matter is that the banks, have decided not to pass on any of this benefit to the retail borrower. And RBI has to push them, the government has to push them, because it's not fair, because it's only when the benefit is passed on to the end user of this money can industry expect a push. And this is the best time for people to actually go and buy that property if you speak about real estate. I mean, there are ready-to-move-in properties which are being offered at great prices, and if the loan rates come down to below 9%, it's a win-win situation for everybody. Industry does well. If industry does well, your manufacturing does well. Related employment goes up. The home buyer gets a great deal vis-a-vis his...
Thank you, Mr. Anand, for giving us that quick reaction on RBI's decision to cut rates to a 6-year low, actually, 6.25%. Now, everyone's keeping their fingers crossed that home loans come down to below 9%. That will definitely revive the real estate cycle in India. All right, let's move on to taking our calls. We've got Mumbai, Thane, Pune and Sanand covered. Rakesh Sharma on the phone line with us. Rakesh, go ahead with your question.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. I want to buy a ready-to-move-in flat, 1 BHK in size, preferably in Ville Parle East. And my budget is around a crore, and I can increase up to 20 lakhs. I mean, 1 crore 20 lakhs.
All right, 1.2 crores. Ville Parle East, well, it's a market surrounded by Andheri, Juhu, Santa Cruz. Very, very nice market. So 1.2 crores, what will he get? A 1 BHK or will he get a slightly larger one as well? Pankaj.
It's difficult to get 1 BHK because prevailing rate is in excess to 20,000. So if you get weighted average is standing close to 25,000 rupees. And when we check the data and all those things, we didn't find. So he may have to extend his own budget and look at a price of around 1.8 in that sense. And then location is very favored locations by certain segments of the communities also. There's a lot of Gujarati lives in this particular areas if you look at, and very close to the airport and Andheri, well connected. And the circulations of the cities after Andheri towards the south side has also improved, and that's basic reason the prices in these regions also has gone up quite a lot. So we have looked at this micro market, and there are very limited. It's a very piecemeal kind of a market. Now we have around 1675 units supply, and unsold units is 465 and 34 months of months inventory. And weighted average rate is around 26,000 rupees. If you look at annualized return was 9.5%. So in that sense, so there are 3 projects which we have shortlisted. One is a Galaxy Exotica and Numek Vinayak. Sorry, there are 2 projects which we shortlisted for him. So he can look at it, but both the projects are in the range of around 1.8 crores. So he may have to extend because within the budget it's difficult to get.
Right. So 1.2 crores. Well, Vile-Parle is really not a market which you will be able to get, Rakesh. You will have to push your budget to 1.8 crores. Even a 1 BHK is not available. Galaxy Exotica is come from Galaxy Realtors and is priced at 25,000 rupees per square foot. It's available in resale because it's a ready-to-move-in project. It has 2 towers and 56 units, just a kilometer away from Western Express Highway and 1.3 kilometers away from Vile-Parle station. So, very good location. Now, the other one, which is Numek Vinayak, is also a ready-to-move-in project from the Numek Group. And this one's more costly. It's at 28,000 rupees per square foot. Total units are 26. And it's available again in the resale market because it's ready to move in, not available from the developer, just a kilometer away from Western Express Highway and a kilometer from Vile-Parle. So both projects located extremely strategically in that Vile-Parle East market. Next up, we've got Prachi Shukla writing into us, and she says, I want a 1 to 2 BHK flat in Mumbai, 35 to 40 lakhs is my budget. Please suggest me some good options. Now, this is such a small budget, so I'm assuming that this has to be in the suburbs. So Thane is something that I think you've chosen. Lysis has shortlisted Thane as one of the markets which fits into her budget. Pankaj?
What we suggested was a Virar, which was extended western suburbs locations, and there could be some good projects available in the central extended region also. But this is well developed and well connected with the railway and western sides where the majority of the economic hubs are also connected, and Virar is like last locations on the extended suburb locations. So so good connectivity by the local is also there. So there are 3 projects which we shortlisted is Agarwal Lifestyle, Sumit Greendale and Viva Marity Heights. And in this particular market we have large supply, so it's one of the affordable segment choice available for the people. So around 126 projects and 9,200 units is unsold stock, 68 months of months inventory. The prices have been subdued over last 2 years, so there's hardly any annualized rate of return, and I think that she's looking at purchasing property for self-use. So this is one location which we have shortlisted there. So these 3 projects are available. However, since she is from Thane, in case she is looking at a location on the central suburb, then in that case she can consider Dombivli. Although we have not considered, we can send her some choice in the central suburbs too.
Okay, so email is what we will send you if Dombivli is something that you would like to buy in Prachi. But here is a list of your recommended projects in Virar, the micro market chosen by Lysis Forestry. This is Sumit Greendale, Virar West. Completion date, well, it's ready to move in. So available from the developer. Base price is 37.5 lakhs. The second project is Viva Maitri Heights by Raj Maitri Escom. And this one also 2016, available from the developer. Finally, Agarwal Lifestyles. Let's see what this project has to offer by Agarwal Group. Is also a project which has been recommended. Here the total number of units is 700. Unit size ranges between 835 to 945 square feet and 2016. So ready to move in. All three projects actually are ready to move in with very, very good amenities and just about 2 to 3 kilometers from the Virar railway station. Amit Pandalia on the phone line with us with his next question. Amit, hi. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a 2 BHK in the Wakad area.
2 BHK Wakad area. Amit, you said that your budget is 60 to 65 lakhs. This is pretty reasonable for Wakad. Okay, I'm going to go hop across to Pankaj. Pankaj, what do you suggest? What's going on in this market? I mean, where are the average prices?
You know, this is a market which got evolved in the last 7 or 8 years. So if you look at this, used to be affordable locations at the peripheries of Mumbai and falls in between Pune as well as Hinjewadi, this region. So that's where a lot of IT employees demand was in this particular regions, and it really has prospered quite a lot. So if you see the satellite imagery, you would be amazed to see the way the density has really grown in this particular regions, and that's a basic reason the prices also have increased quite a lot. So 4 years back it was reeling at the range of around 3,000 rupees or 3,500 rupees. Right now the weighted average rate is approximately 5,500 rupees. So it's very well situated, connecting well to Hinjewadi as well as Pune. So we have a large number of supply, also close to 111 projects and around 4,600 units are available units, and months inventory is also 17 months. So one can look at, and 5,500 is approximately weighted average rate. So you have around 4.44% of approximately annualized return in this markets. So there are three projects. One is Montvert Vivant by the Montvert developers, and then Rajveer Nucleus by Waghere promoters, and then Tropical Palms by Om developers. These are the three projects which are available. So you can choose depending upon your choice and the budget.
All right, so Pune 2 BHK 60 to 65 lakhs. Well, possession in next 1 year. These projects are all located in well-developed locations of Wakad. The first one is Montvert Vivant in Wakad. Completion date, like we said, a year away, and it's available from the developer. It's a standalone building with 12 floors containing about 86 units. Right now, 8th floor slab has been casted, so this is about 70% completed. And it's situated right opposite to the Euro School and hardly 200 meters from the Mount Litera Z School. It's just a 10 minutes walk from the Polaris Healthcare Center. So interesting location as well, hardly 2 kilometers from the Mumbai-Pune highway. Rajveer Nucleus, the other one which has been shortlisted by Lysis for us. This one is by Wagare developers, 87 units in 11-story building. This project is 50% complete, and so its possession is going to be slightly later. Again, this one's around Euro School and Mount Litera Z School. Both Mumbai-Pune highway and on the Raved BTR corridor are within a distance of about 2 to 3 kilometers. Finally, Tropical Palms. This one is by Om developers, and its base price is 56 lakhs. The project has 5 towers, but it's taking booking right now for only 1 tower with 70 units. Currently under construction. It's about 3 kilometers from the Hinjewadi IT Park. Again, lots and lots of hospitals and schools around this area. So social infrastructure is all intact. Mr. B. Shah on the phone line with us for his next question. Mr. Shah, hi. Thanks so much for joining us. Go ahead with your question.
My query is about residential property in Sanand near Ahmedabad in Gujarat area. I understand that this area has a lot of industrial development and a lot of growth potential. So what I was looking for, that in that particular locality, if we invest in any residential property, will there be any appreciation or not?
Okay, Mr. Shah, so you're an investor and you want to know whether this area is going to see an appreciation. So industrial units, as I know, or industrial areas actually generally tend to see lower appreciation in real estate than, let's say, any projects around IT, information technology or other knowledge-based industries. Pankaj, how would you rate Sanat?
No, I completely agree the way you were saying. This location has come into limelight after the Nano shifted their plant. So it's an auto hub as well as bit of a pharmaceutical hub. So it's a developing industrial hub which is around 20 to 25 miles from Ahmedabad. And if you see the locations, there's not much of population which is existing, close to 40,000 odd population base as on 2001 census. So it's not enough density. And then since you have huge amount of land availability in the surrounding, I do not see that the prices will go up too much. So what you were saying that the prices from the appreciation point of view, I do not see this is the market one should look at. Having said that, if you are considering a property for giving a kind of a or earning the rental income, then you can look at, because 2 BHKs are available at 6,000 rupees rental. So any property if you are considering which is going to give you 3.5% of rental yield at this price point, you can consider, but just don't consider or purchase from the point of view price appreciations aspect. So there are 3 property which we have shortlisted in this, and overall there are 31 odd projects, and you have got 3,500 or 3,600 rupees is available unsold stock, 72 months of inventory. And if you look at, there are 8,000 odd if I take households available, and number of units which are going to come, which clearly indicates is quite a large for that kind of a population base. So it is completely dependent upon migration population in that particular regions for this market to really grow. But having said that, the base is too small from here for the price appreciation, because density will take much longer time. So there are 3 properties which you can consider is Angan 99 Residency, and Sanad Green Residency, and Nimrati Flora. Since you consider for close to highway, we have suggested Nimrati group, but this is Sanad Green Residency also is a good project because it is much closer to the station, so you would have good availability of social fabric. So you can choose any of these 2.
All right, so all those 3 projects on your screen, but yes, if it's an investment that you're looking at, whether it's Sanad Greens or it's Angam 99 Residency or Nirmit Flora, be a bit careful, because don't expect big gains going forward in these projects. Last week, the Maharashtra government approved 2 new metro corridors that will run in Mumbai city, taking the total number of metro corridors approved till now to 5. Now, this is set to give a major boost to Mumbai's connectivity. What's more, the government is also planning on increasing FSI along the metro corridors. What will be its impact on Mumbai's development? Ashwini Priyolkar joins us with this report.
Just a few months before the city goes for the civic polls, the government seems to be on a spree to announce new infrastructure projects. The cabinet recently cleared 2 new metro projects, the Metro 2B, which will run from DN Nagar in Andheri West to Mankhurd, and the Metro 4 line, which will run from Vadala to Kasarvadavli.
By completion of this master plan, we'll be definitely decongesting Mumbai, and there will be a reduction in the traffic on the streets, more than 30% the traffic.
The total cost of Metro 2B is 10,986 crore rupees and Metro 4 is 14,549 crore rupees. Experts say these 2 metro lines will improve connectivity between the eastern and western suburbs greatly, especially for people living in Goregaon and Kasarvadavli. While increased connectivity by itself will have a big impact on real estate markets here, the government has also revised the FSI norms around these areas. A higher FSI of 4 will be allowed for the development of properties within 500 meters of the proposed metro corridors. The premium collected from the sale of the FSI will be used to fund the metro projects. This means one will get to see tall buildings around the metro corridors, which will enable transit-oriented development. While this might sound like a good plan, experts say there is a need for caution.
If you up the FSI right at the beginning, what will happen is suddenly the density of population will go up. The roads will be more cluttered because metro construction work is on. And third thing is the metro is still not there. So, you can actually lead to a reverse consequence.
The government
is quite hopeful that by 2022, all 5 proposed metro corridors in Mumbai will be up and running. But given the past record of delays, a great amount of planning will be required to achieve this target. In Mumbai, with camera person Praveenji Rohit, Ashwini Priolkar, NDTV.
Well, that was a nice story with some caution, but metro always welcome in any mega city. Pankaj, I'm going to thank you here. Thank you very much for joining us and taking all of your questions. When we come back, we bring you properties which are a must-buy this Diwali. These are part of the online home carnival brought to you by House Bolo, an NDTV venture, and JLL Residential Services. JLL is India's largest internationally property consultant, and their domain expertise remains unmatched. And the knowledge partner for this carnival is also License for us. Stay with us to get a sneak peek of the online carnival.